All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Monday, April 29th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I went 1-1. I gave out the Philadelphia 76ers -4.5 against the Knicks and the under 209.5 as well. The 76ers, they did end up losing this game by 4 points, could not really get it back into gear after their strong first half. And the total, it did finish at 189. So the under did hit for us at least.
How embarrassing have the 76ers been this series?
It's sad. They can't do anything outside of Joel Embiid.
Horrible. Also, the Knicks, if you watch the game, there was a ton of Knicks people in Philly. So
yeah, it kind of felt like a home game, honestly.
Yeah, it felt like the Knicks. It felt like a 50-50 split. It really did.
Whenever Brunson went to the free throw line, there was chance of MVP raining down.
Yeah, it was crazy. Philly, embarrassing. They always choke anyway. I'm currently 0-0. I've got the T-Wolves to sweep the Suns tonight. Hopefully that does come true. Trey, let's go to the player props. How you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 right now. I gave out Pascal Siakam to go over 25.5 points against the Bucks. That game is currently going right now, so nothing to note on it, but I do have confidence in Siakam.
Yeah, 1-0 day here. The easiest bet of the day, probably. Jalen Brunson scored 47 points, had him over 31.5, dominated again. He scored half their points, 47 points, and they still won. I mean, Jalen Brunson is superhuman right now. So thank you, Jalen Brunson. Another 1-0 day for you. Trey, let's go to the game picks for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking this Oklahoma City Thunder going up against New Orleans Pelicans game, and this is going to be an entertaining game to watch, and I believe we are going to see a closeout here. Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder -4.5, and I'm also going to take the Thunder to score over their 104.5 team total as well. I feel like this total number for the Thunder is just far too low. We've seen them be a high-flying offense so far this season, and they've kind of took that into the playoffs as well. They were averaging 108 points per game so far this postseason. And I expect them to hit that number again and hit this over for us. The Thunder, they do not want to play with their food here. They just saw the Clippers and Mavericks series be tied 2-2. So they definitely want plenty of rest heading into that series. And going back to the Pelicans here, they did not play Jonas Valanciunas at all in the second half. He's not injured. It seems like it was just their game plan. And I do not believe that that is the right game plan. Ever since that happened, the Pelicans in the second half, they just got absolutely killed on the glass. And if they don't play Valanciunas again in this game, that's going to continue to happen. And look at this young Thunder team to just come out and try to punch this Pelicans team in the mouth. In New Orleans, they're just not going to recover in time to win this game. Chet, he only had a 6-8 game in Game 4 last time out, and the Thunder, they still won that by 21 points. I expect him to do the same thing here like he did in Games 1 and 2 where he just dominated the Thunder. They've dominated the Pelicans so far this entire season, 5-1 straight up and 4-2 ATS. I expect one and the same here in this game. Give me the Thunder to close out the Pelicans. I'm taking the -4.5. I'm also taking the Thunder to score over their 104.5 team total.
Yeah, love that play there. Pelicans are dead. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Boston Celtics going up against the Miami Heat. I'm taking the Celtics here, -10.5 as a play. I don't think Jimmy Butler, this is maybe just me, I don't think he's doing any favors for the Heat right now because all he's doing really is poking the bear, and he can't do anything about it. It's nice to see him have confidence in his teammates, but he's trolling the Celtics. If you can't play in the games, all your talk is really doing is hurting your teammates because the Celtics in the last game on the road, they dominated, winning by 20 points. Probably their best performance on the defensive side all season long. I don't think the Boston Celtics are going to lose another game in this series, and they're probably going to win this game by 15-plus points because that's what they do whenever they win these games against the Heat. And every win over the last 2 seasons in the playoffs, Boston has beat Miami by 16-plus points in 4 of the 5 wins. It really comes down to can Boston score over 100 points and how many three-point shots do the Miami Heat make? If Miami makes less than 10 threes, they have no chance of beating the Celtics. If they make more than 10 threes, they have to have a stellar performance on the defensive side to win games. Boston, they got their wake-up call in game number 2 at home. They're not going to take this game lightly. They're going to take this one by 20-plus points again. I'm taking the Celtics -10.5 as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I do agree with Bear that the Celtics are going to win that game, but I think the Heat are going to be able to at least be competitive there in the first half at least. I'm going to go with Nikola Jovic to go over 14.5 PRs versus Celtics. I love this over for Jovic here in this game because I feel like we're going to see him put his stamp on this one and score some buckets and grab some boards for us. And I believe that he's going to enjoy a good game for a couple reasons. The first reason is because that's what we've seen out of Jovic so far this series. Jovic, he's had a ton of usage into averaging 28 minutes per game, well above his season-long average. And in those minutes, he's doing work, averaging 12 points and 7.7 rebounds, which does come out to 19.7 PRs per game, which is well over this number. And I kind of expect him to hit that average here again in this game because we've seen Jovic play a lot better at home this season. And we've seen him come in this game comfortable and confident since it is in Miami. And he knows he needs to show up here for his team in a massive game 4. So give me Nikola Jovic to go over in 14.5 PRs against the Celtics.
Yeah, Trey, for my play today, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Derrick White, once again, over 12.5 points going up against the Heat. I don't know what it is, but somebody on these sports books needs to get fired because they continue to give us Derrick White at over 12.5 points against the Heat. Going back to last season against Miami, he's now scored double-digit points in 9 of the 10 games against Miami in the playoffs. In the last game, he had 16. Game before that, 13. Game before that, 20. So in all 3 games so far in the series, he's gone over the total points, and they continue to put it at 12.5. Over the last 10 against Miami, he's averaging 16.7 points per game. He's playing close to 35 minutes per game. He's shooting over 50% from the field, over 42% from deep. I'm going to continue to take this play until they move it. And even if they move it a point, I'm still taking it over 13.5. Give me Derrick White once again, 4 consecutive times in the series, over 12.5 points as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I went with the Thunder minus 4.5 against the Pelicans, and I'm also going with them over their 104.5 team total. The Thunder, I feel like they're just going to come in this game and dominate. We've seen that so far this series. They're going to close out the Pelicans here. Also going with Nikola Jovic over 14.5 PRs against the Celtics. I feel like Jovic, he's going to score some points and grab some boards. He's been doing that all series long, and this number is just set too low.
Yeah, I'm taking Boston. They're going to win this game by 20-plus points on the road against Miami. I don't think Miami has any chance. I didn't think they could win a game, but I think this is going to be a 4-1 series sweep now for a gentleman's sweep now for the Celtics. They give me Derrick White over 12.5 points again, probably the easiest prop bet you can get in these playoffs. He's done it 3 consecutive times, make it 4 consecutive tomorrow night against Miami. Guys, it's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Monday, April 29th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month. A little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,